Hi, I'm Miss Kim. I'm the Art Link instructor at the Music Connection Conservatory of Music and Art, and today I'm excited to teach you this little mini project. It is called Little Red Birdie. So let's begin. Hi, so it's Miss Kim here. Let's start our Little Red Birdie project. Okay, so you can see here are the supplies that you'll be needing for today's mini project. So I have Elmer's glue, scissors. You don't need scissors this big. If you have smaller ones, that's fine. Yellow and black construction paper, a number 2 pencil, a black marker Sharpie permanent marker, and then I have oil pastels here. Pentel is a brand, but Crayons works. And I have the colors red, orange, and yellow are all that you need. And then I have chalk pastels. Alpha Color is this brand, but you can use others. And I have a teal, a light green, and a blue. Okay, those are the only colors you'll be needing. Here's a mixed media pad, and this one is a 9 by 12 inch. You can go smaller or bigger if you'd like. If copy paper is all you have from your computer, that's fine. Okay, so let's start. We're going to be making our little red birdie here. He's looking up at the sun and he's standing in the grass, as you can see. All right, so what I'm going to do is go to the blank paper in my mixed media spiral. I'm going to keep my spit intact, but as you can see, I took this one and it was perforated, and you just bend it because it's a real thick paper, and then you carefully rip it out to have your page. And you could frame it, or you could just leave it like that. Okay, so let's begin. So first I'm going to start making the sun in the orange. I have my oil Crayons or pastel. Crayons is a brand. You can use that as well, so either or. And I'm just going to make a half moon shape because it's half the sun that we're coloring in. And I'm just kind of going back and forth like so. If some white shows through, that's okay. It makes it pretty interesting and dimensional instead of just a flat yellow. So color that in like so. Then I'm going to set that aside, and we're done with that. I'm going to use my orange pastel oil Crayons, and I'm just going to put lines in it to suggest the heat from the sun. And it's a design, and it just suggests the heat. And that's all you're going to do to that. Then with this, I'm going to go like 3 finger spaces. You have smaller fingers probably. You'll maybe need 4 or 5 finger spaces from the top. And I'm going to take my pencil and just mark. That'll be where the top of my bird is at for a guide when I go to draw him in. The bottom, I'm going to use my fingers, 3 finger spaces. I'm going to go straight down from that line, and I'm going to mark. That's the bottom. Actually, I think I'm going to go a little higher, maybe 4 finger spaces, and straight down, and there's my mark. So that's going to be the bottom of him. So you can do that too. And you have your eraser. You can erase whatever you need to erase, okay? So what I'm going to do, the point of that is to make enough room for the legs and the grass down below, okay? And to give you an idea of how big you need your bird to be. So all you're going to do, you're kind of just making the shape of like a pear, almost, or a squash. It comes down and around and around. So it's like a pear pulled straight, if you could think of a pear. A pear is small on top, that's the head. And then it rounds out and comes around, and here, and around, and in again, and up. So that gives you an idea of your shape. All right, if I want to fix this, all I have to do is use my eraser with my pencil and get the shape the way I need it to be, and just erase those lines that you don't need. Just really try to erase really good and wipe those marks away. All right, this one I'm going to fix a little bit more and smooth it out so it's more rounded, not so funny shaped. How's that? So you get the idea. This is a shape you're trying to achieve pretty much. It doesn't have to be perfect. There you go. Now, this here is his tail. Think of like a baseball bat top. And now you don't see the bottom of the bat, just the top. So and you're not going all the way up to his head, you're landing it right here by the sun kind of thing. So you can make a mark there, and you start here and just go up and around and come down. I like to bring it closer here and wider up here like it's shown there, okay? You can erase that mark. Then what I do is take my red oil crayon and I can make a line like this, and then I just go ahead and color in that shape with my red birdie. It's just that easy. And the tail, I'm going to outline it first so we get everything outlined nice, and now just fill it in, color it in. You can let some white show, it's okay. Do you like to bird watch? I know I do. I like to look at the red cardinals that fly around in our area, or even you'll see blue jays, or you could see those pretty yellow goldfinches. So I enjoy bird watching all year round, but especially summertime. I love hearing them sing outside. So they really have such a pretty musical sound to them when they sing, especially those little goldfinches. They really belt out some music from their little bodies, if you've ever noticed. Okay, so you keep coloring. Fill it all the way in. I'm going kind of fast for the video. You could take more time. This is just a quick art tutorial. Sometimes I have to take some of the paper away from my crayon. I just use my nail and I kind of pull it away and just rip it off, like so, off to the side. And I can throw that out later. I just want to open up that crayon so I can see how it is. There's the paper's off of it. So then just keep coloring. What is your favorite bird? I do love the eagle. I love this, what the eagle represents, the strength. It flies way high above everything, and it is a strong symbol of courage. And it's a beautiful bird. You could see them at Starved Rock. If you get a chance to ever go see them there, that's a great experience. I definitely would take some binoculars if you can. All right, I'm going to tap off that crayon, because if you wipe it, it might wipe, into the white. So just tap it down like that is what I would do. All right, now next I'm going to take a black Sharpie, and I'm going to make the eyes. So I'm going to put one here, I'm going to put a dot here, and then I'm going to go across and put a dot, just so I know they're balanced. And then I'm just going to go around and around and around and carefully make my circles for the big pupils of the red birdie's eye. And then I'm going to go over here and do the same. Black Sharpie works fabulous. If you don't have a black Sharpie, you can always use just a black marker. That is fine. Use what you have. You don't have to always buy or get every kind of art material or tool. You can kind of sometimes just fudge it a little, meaning you don't have to have exactly that item. As long as you're kind of close. And I'm telling you, you could go with a marker, it's fine. If you don't have the oil crayons will work fine too, okay? We're just trying to have some fun. All right, down below we're gonna do our legs. So you just make a line here, and you're gonna make 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. I like to make this one a little longer. This is a birdie's leg, and here comes another one. 1 here, and then 1, 2, 3. You don't have to think about it, just draw them, but kind of keep them about the same length or height, and 3 legs each. Okay, and then you want to put a little dot here for where the joint is, their knobby knee, and we're just using little dots for the toes. How's that? So it's pretty simple. So you could take simple shapes like lines and dots, and look what you can make. Bird's feet. Who would have thunk it? Okay, we're capping that. We're done with that. Now we're going to do the grass. So I'm gonna go ahead and just go like this with my green chalk. With my finger, I'm just gonna blend, blend, blend. Okay, there's your grass. And then I'm gonna just go like this, make little marks, even in between the bird's toes there, to show grass. Just a little bit. Now I'm gonna go get the teal colored one. So you have different colors in there to make it more interesting. And different directions, just little dashes is all you need to suggest grass. There you go, all done. Next, we're gonna take the blue chalk and go around. And we're gonna go around the eye and down and around the tail, around the body, all the way around, follow the contour, and around the eye that would be there. Oop, that's okay. Let's just, we can just go like that, and we're gonna blend it with our finger anyway. So those little spots there, don't worry about, just add a little more chalk and just a little dash down by the legs. Okay? With your finger, you can just rub it in and rub it out if you want. Okay? Just like I have here on my finished piece. There you go. Finish the bird. You could go wash your hands right now. I'm gonna just kind of keep going. You're gonna take your scissors. We're gonna make this shape. It's like a straight line and then a big dip down. I took a piece of paper and I'm just gonna eyeball where the eyes are. That's how the width is. Let me show you what I mean. So see how I want pointy, pointy by the eyes? Pointy, pointy by the eyes. And then I'm just gonna round out the bottom. There's no certain length, just you could just decide. Okay, I'm gonna fix it a little more with my scissors and go around, take my time. Take your time working on your project. There's no rush. This is a tutorial, so I go a little faster, but you can take your time working on it. You could pause it, you could stop it at any point. Okay, I'm just gonna cut a little more off the top to make it a little more like the same as that one. Okay, now I'm gonna take my Elmer's glue and I am going to glue it on to the bird. There you go, here's a glue. All right, and let's go ahead and put it on there carefully, like so. Sometimes you need to put something heavy on it. I'm putting my scissors to just lay it on there and push it down a little bit. Just take a few minutes, couple seconds just to get it down. Use your hand, hold it down a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, and then let's go ahead and make the little beak. So it's a triangle and a triangle upside down. So I just go with the corners of my construction paper, if you can, and just cut on an angle, the top, and then the bottom beak is smaller, and I just cut. There you go. And let's see how they look before we glue them on your key, on your composition, your birdie. Oops, sorry, trying to get that up. So the top beak is there, the bottom beak would be going here, and you want a little space so it's like his little mouth, okay? Just like that, I want to bring it down a touch so the beak, this isn't touching the top. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and use my glue. If you have to trim your beak a little bit, go ahead and do so with your scissors. It's okay. So you make it work the way you want it to work. And if it's on a little angle, that's cute. So our birdie is singing or talking and enjoying the summer sun. All right, so that right there. And you hold these down so they get glued down. Okay, and if the glue shows, it will dry clear later. Leave it be. And just push down. It may take a little bit to dry. You might have to throw a little more glue under there. just a touch and push to get it down, okay? You could even take your glue bottle and push it down and hold it for a little bit. Let's count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then just lift it up. Now I'm going to sign it Miss Kim in the year 2020, and then a little dash and a dot. There it completes my tutorial for my little red birdie. If you want to make any adjustments now, you can look at the eyes. This one looks a little smaller. I can make it a little bigger. Just take your time. Okay, and that concludes my tutorial. Have a wonderful day and be happy and keep creating. This is Miss Kim signing off. Bye for now.